Hey gamers, this is Gagan Singh from Ludhiana. We are playing Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition on my Legion 5 Pro, and in the last mission we have recruited Garrus Vicarian from Palawan. Not Palawan actually, from Minai, the moon of Palawan. Okay, so in this video we will be going to retrieve that the Prothean artifact, and this video is gonna be awesome because I love this mission. And when I first played this game, actually it didn't have included the DLCs. I had the original Mass Effect 3, but when I played the DLCs, it just blew my mind, man. Come on, what amazing writing! And who would have thought, from the very same planet Eden Prime, where Mass Effect actually started for us players, the same planet, the same place will introduce to one of the greatest characters in science fiction history. So let's just dive in and play the game. Citadel, no, let's just recover the artifact. Wow. Eden Prime, where it all started in Mass Effect 1. I always loved this place. Land, okay. We have to take Liara because she's she's a Prothean expert, and she's best in the galaxy. And Garrus, yeah, okay. Garrus, Auto, Liara, good.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began. Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
And where Saren launched his first major attack with the Geth.
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
I remember reports. I was busting my ass trying to find evidence against Saren. Hearing that he'd attacked a colony while I sat mired in bureaucracy, that was a bad day.
You always did prefer a straight-up fight.
And you're always good at helping me find them.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
They deserve better.
I know. The Alliance did what it could to evacuate colonists, but Cerberus came in so quickly.
If we find her, do what we can. What about this artifact? The Prothean device we found on Mars?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with Cerberus.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Appreciate it.
All part of the service, Commander.
All right, everyone. Get ready to move.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here. No sign of survivors. Come on, we need to find the dig site.
This was a beautiful colony once.
It survived Saren. It can survive this.
The city on Earth where I grew up was hard and dirty. I can see it as a war zone. Eden Prime doesn't deserve this.
Nobody does.
I've noticed something in a lot of Hollywood movies, Western movies, European movies, and the games, that mostly if we talk like the Western civilization, that's based on the white people, mostly, majorly, and they all came from Europe. Okay, and Europe is very cold and snow everywhere every year. So for them it's normal, and for them the idea of a paradise is always like, kind of like a tropical type of, zone, you can say, tropical land with greenery all around and no snow at all. So in most movies, and even in books, the paradise is always considered like this. So Eden Prime is considered in Mass Effect the, kind of like the perfect world for humans, for human settlement. And look what it looks like. Is that rain? What is that haze type of, thing? Okay, those are birds animation. That's great. There's an N7 tower. What is that? N7 written in verse. But in India, I'm from India, so India is very hot. We are near the, equator. So for us, uh, having snow and, going to the Himalayas and, just being in that environment is kind of like a luxury. That is why most Indians are comfortable, migrating to Europe and Americas, in fact Canada. But the Westerners are always little bit confused, because for them it's just a normal life that they have. But it's okay. So Mass Effect was obviously made in America, for majorly for people who are like, for American audience, or North American audience and Europe. So this is the paradise. Actually, this is what paradise looks like, the perfect world for humans. And this is the dig site. Okay, let me just change the gun because it zooms in too much. This is the dig site, and those are, I guess, Cerberus trucks. Let's just, oh,
No sign of survivors. Come on, we need to find the dig site.
Look at that. Bits of Prothean tech sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
So, Liara, ever dug up, what do humans call it? A dinosaur?
No, dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species. The two fields are completely different, and... you were joking.
A bit. But at least you're catching on these days.
okay, Garrus's feet are inside the ground. These type of, errors should not occur, because it's one of the best games, and you introduce these games to your, friends, and they all know that. Okay, so let's just, move forward.
There. That's the elevator that leads down into the dig site.
Okay.
Curtis, that doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's... a Prothean.
Like the collectors, or those bodies we found back on Ilos.
Like the bodies we found back on Ilos. But this one is alive.
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
This idea, this scene actually, blows my mind every time. I just, when I just imagine something like this would happen. Eden Prime is a human colony for many decades, even centuries, but not centuries actually, many decades. And Cerberus again is the one who actually found something. What do you say? Intelligent, very important. Even though they are like a pro splinter human group, but they are the actual reason why Mass Effect trilogy is actually moving forward. So this is one of the best things that happened in Mass Effect.
What can you tell me about the Protheans? The people, not the technology.
Given your experience with the Prothean cipher, you probably know as much about them as I do. The Prothean Empire spanned the known galaxy. They uplifted countless other species to help them join the galactic community.
Galactic community, you'd think they had something like a council.
Yes, exactly. Their cultural and artistic expression are actually quite close to those of the ancient Asari. And given their similar interests in helping other species, it's clear that they believed in interspecies cooperation.
Wow, yeah, you're good.
The way you describe them, they sound a lot like the Asari.
I'm certain I'm coloring their culture with my own perceptions. Whatever the Protheans were, finding one alive represents an incredible opportunity.
This could be what we need to finish the Prothean device.
I hope so. If this single Prothean was sent into stasis, he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
Then let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There they are.
Okay. Okay. Bullseye.
Let's get moving before more of them come back.
This is the lab now. 3,000 credits, man. I love the architecture in the in the future of this game.
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
I think they have included, more trees. I don't know if these trees were like, in the original game. I don't actually remember. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, come on. Shepard will not move as you want him to. Peekaboo. Okay.
Colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
Whoa. That's the pod data. Okay. Guys.
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
One of the most interesting cutscenes in this game.
Seal the bunker! Acknowledged. How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
Third of our people.
Alert! Broadside bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
I've got the signal.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video. And the signal they used.
Perfect. Then we just need to figure out how to physically open the pod.
So that was the first time we actually saw what a Prothean looks like, and obviously they were in the middle of the extinction, their extinction, when the Reapers attacked. Just imagine, we have seen a lot of zombie movies. Zombies, what do zombies look like? You know, they look like human, but just, you know, how can I say, decayed, right? So they have just, Mass Effect has just shown us an alien species 50,000 years ago who was actually kind of fighting like indoctrinated persons of their species, kind of like zombies. That gave me the same vibe. That's just beautiful, man. Okay, what is that? Okay, the computer consoles looks a little bit better than the previous games. I think they've, you know, introduced the new models. Maybe okay, we have the screens, but we don't have any keyboard or, you know, control panel over here. Another dead alliance soldier, like microscope. He's just sitting over there. Like, why do this place have a microscope, man? A futuristic microscope. Coffee mugs, that's relatable, that's good. Empty plates, some notes. Okay, they worked really hard to, you know, make this look like that actual people lived there. But everything is so perfect. The sofas are like, you know, the symmetry and the architecture is like, everything is designed for purpose, and it fulfilled its purpose. So let's just find the second research lab. Huge kitchens, man. In space you have a lot of space. All the consoles are turned on, all the screens, maybe they all died recently, and all the lights are turned on. Who would, you know, live like this?
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game. This isn't a military stronghold. It's somebody's home.
We didn't kill these people, and we're going to shut down the bastards who did.
Second wave coming. Go. Damn.
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to find the stasis deactivation signal.
Okay, here we go.
I never thought our empire would fall. It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to Dock Space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong. For the Empire. For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod. Victory. Broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all life pods.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire.
You understood that one too?
Yeah. I've got the signal the Protheans used to activate stasis mode.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
Cool.
Backup forces are here.
Of course they are. More of them. They're just decaying over there. Not good, man. Okay. Oh. Ah. People exploding, man, come on.
They've retracted the bridge. We have to find another way across.
Oh, come on, man. Find another way. This is the way? Yep. Some of the game mechanics don't make sense, but it's okay. You see? We'll have a little, fight over here. But first we have to go to the pod and recover our...
I'm transmitting the signal.
Perfect. It'll take a few moments for the life pod to process it.
Heavy Cerberus forces inbound. Looks like we've got a siege on our hands.
Wah!
there!
Go, Garrus, go. Gotta kill them all.
Right away!
Looks like we've got a second to catch our breath.
If anybody needs fresh clips or a bathroom break, now's the time.
Funny one-liners.
Has the life pod ended stasis mode?
We're almost there!
I saw a supply cache in the building next door if you want to stock up.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access.
You do that, Liara. Okay. Whoa!
Get close!
Wow. Things explode, man.
Right away!
Done? Are we done?
There. You can open the life pod now.
Okay, one of the most amazing sequences in this game. My favorite.
There, you've got it. Goddess. It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness. Be careful, he's confused. Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
A few minutes!
No. The bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online! Those soldiers are still alive!
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now. Neutron bombardment underway. The bunker is secure, Commander Javik.
What is left of it? A few hundred people. How am I to rebuild an empire from that?
Further adjustments may be necessary. The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You'll remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods! I need the few that are left!
Power needs will be triaged appropriately. You will be the voice of our people.
I will be more than that.
Such horrific fate, man.
How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
Just imagine this happening to you. You in some sort of hibernation, stasis pod, and then you open your eyes after a couple of minutes, and 50,000 years have passed, and primitives like monkeys or chimpanzees traveling the galaxy and in space stations and all that stuff. How would you feel?
Your people did everything they could. They never gave up. And I could use some of that commitment now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. Turian. I'm surrounded by primitives.
It's not safe here. Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
Perfect reaction. No.
A living Prothean.
Wow.
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way. What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
At ease. I don't think our guest will be a problem. Will he?
That depends on you. I can sense fear in you. Anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which? You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst?
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist. Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
You know, you just realize that Eden Prime, first of all, a human colony, humans found it, and you know, but 50,000 years ago it was a Prothean colony, where you know Javik and all the other others were, you know, kind of like fighting, and one of their colonies was on Ilos, because we saw all those pods in first Mass Effect game, the same pods we see in the flashback scene. So it's already like kind of like sad and horrific for the Protheans, but you can see how advanced they are. The second thing, in Mass Effect you see all kind of aliens, all kind of technology, everything, and you wonder what will happen next. How can they introduce something new in this already well established universe? So when Javik came, and he has kind of like, well, he's not like a Jedi, but he's a biotic, and he can actually sense the vibes. He can actually, you know, read the mind. He's like only the Asari are, I think, kind of like capable of doing this sort of things, but they are like much more advanced than the Asaris. And if the Asaris are considered were considered actually primitives in the Prothean cycle 50,000 years ago. So it's kind of like, you know, and the beacons. Just imagine, you don't need your smartphone, your computer, or you know, to just share something with your friends, and you don't need a screen. You just have to, not kind of like implant, but telepathically you can all be one, connected like the Geth. That was kind of like smart, I think, on their part, and huge respect to the writers and the performances, you know. So let's go ahead.
Nothing in our fight against the Reapers has been that cut and dried.
Because you still have hope that this war will end with your honor intact.
I do.
Stand in the ashes of 1 trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters. This silence is your answer.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No, it contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
So could you read something about this room?
There was liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here. It was powerful, prone to violence.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his gene.
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered. What sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished. And if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so... severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. We were turning the tide. Until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never...
Yes. He's so right. Even I don't believe that we should give ultimate resources to the AI, the artificial intelligence, or even when we will make robots, for household chores and all that, they should be limited. I mean, my favorite movie is Blade Runner, so you can only imagine what kind of thinking I must have, and just don't read the books, just look at some of the top science fiction movies like Blade Runner or the Terminator, or even the iRobot, Will Smith iRobot. The AI and the robots should not be kind of like they should not rule humans. That's the idea, because I'm a human, I feel that way. So yeah, but in Blade Runner they put that thing that the replicants, the robots, will actually live up to I don't know, like 4 years or 6 years, very short lifespan, and that really helped, kind of like because if AI will have its conscious, then look what Ultron did in the Avengers, and especially in the comics, how powerful it became. So yeah, Javik is right. The machines already surpassed their culture and their technology many millions of years before they were even evolved. Okay, really deep conversations we are having with Javik.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
Obviously, in India we say "Ghar ka bedi lanka dhaye." Like, it's always your friend who will, or a close one who will actually have the power to betray you. And if you are indoctrinated, then the game is already lost. So.
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you. I think.
Yes, 50,000 years ago, humans were very primitive. And even if they weren't, just imagine in real life, we found all these pyramids and, great temples built in India, which are like, you can't rebuild them with modern technology. And all the civilizations from Mohenjo-daro and, all that Indus Valley civilization, they are all just, vanished in thin air. Maybe someone came, maybe the Anunnakis, they saw the humans were evolving too quickly, and they almost killed everyone. And yeah.
Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusanon. If our scientists did have a research facility, whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No, but they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
So that only means one thing, that these statues we saw on Ilos in Mass Effect 1 in the last mission, at that point of time, they were considered Protheans, that they should be Protheans because it was a Prothean planet and all that. But as Javik actually tells us that they were the Inusanans, the species who were already living on that planet, it was their planet, and then the Protheans came and they built on their civilization and expanded their empire. So it's kind of like, good insight in the story. Man, this game is rich in data, I will say, just speaking in scientific terms. Okay, let's just ask one more thing.
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Yeah, they actually couldn't have known, that the Reapers can indoctrinate. Like we humans, we were actually the players. We were kind of like put into certain situations, and Shepard will eventually find out that the indoctrination is happening, but only because all the species are working together and sharing data and all that. The Protheans were like one supreme race, and they were just fighting conventionally, I think, and obviously they lost because they didn't knew how bad things might get, and then when their own people were indoctrinated, then yeah, really good movie can come out of only from this Javik episode.
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
Thank you for talking with me. I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved.
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies. Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik.
Then welcome aboard the Normandy, Javik.
My god, one of the best written characters, in the original game, when Mass Effect 3 was launched, I was like kind of like not very happy that we cannot play as
I found something suspicious. Have you got a minute?
yeah, there's always one lady standing over there and talking with us, telling us different things, but that's not the point. I was not happy that in Mass Effect 3 Thane was not in our main squad line, and we couldn't actually recruit him, because Thane was one of my favorite characters in from the Mass Effect 2. Very mature, very he was a skilled assassin, and the way he described his life, you will see why we can't play with Thane in this game. But I think the team has done a fantastic job by including Javik. It's not his replacement, but okay, someone is just casually walking. Yeah, they are trying to make this game feel more alive. Okay, specialist trainer is looking at us. We probably should talk with her before ending this video.
Commander, I found something while scanning Alliance channels. It could be important. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
I thought the war would close most schools.
Grissom Academy is more specialized than a normal school. It's home to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer. Their Ascension project is the best training facility in the galaxy for human biotics. It's not an average school. They might even be doing work for the Alliance.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had Edie perform an analysis. It's fake. Edie thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship.
Long story.
In any event, whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy is being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Good catch.
If this really is Cerberus, hopefully this operation is something worth investigating. It could be simple disinformation.
Trainer, good catch.
Thank you, Commander.
Okay guys, this was the video, and I really hope you liked this video. This is it. We will continue playing in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.